Is Cooper Flagg NBA ready? We've all seen him play against Team USA for the select Team USA, and he was killing it. He was killing LeBron. Anyways, what makes him so good? Let's get down, let's check him out. But really quickly, if you want to be able to shoot the basketball from further away, make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below. Okay, so two things that really jump out to me in this clip right here is, number one, his shot release is super high. Now, we see this with a few different players. Currently, Montes Buzelis in the Summer League is shooting with a really high release, just like Cooper Flagg as well. I like it because it's really hard to block. You're looking at somebody who is already really tall, and you're now looking at a standing reach plus a little bit of vertical on a shot. You're looking at something that's probably closer to the 9-foot plus range, if not higher. And at this point, it's ridiculously hard to block a high release shot. This is why he's able to get his shot off over so many people. Coming off of this inbounds play, I also really like the fact that he limits his dribbles just to 2, and his last dribble was super hard so that he could get that ball up as fast as possible. And I do like his shooting form, even though there's a few things that I would personally change if he went through a cold streak, just as an example. Moves like this, I would say, work extremely well at the high school level, at the college level. This is going to work as well at the NBA level. It may or may not work. It's hard to say. There's not too many people who have been able to pull shots like this off, other than players like Larry Bird. However, Larry Bird was somebody who was around a very long time ago. And what I mean by that is when he attacks the basket, he takes a long curl to attack the basket instead of a straight line. Now, this could be because he's got somebody who is in the way potentially. This could be the fact that this guy was not as far down as he could have been to cut off the drive. Whatever it may be, he takes a long curl all the time. He very rarely attacks straight on, which kind of concerns me. That's something that he's going to need to develop to do a lot more. I understand he's a big guy in high school. He'll get a lot of offensive charges if he was to do that, but at the next level, he's going to need to. We actually see that same thing right here. So right here, they get that pass down court. He's able to receive that pass. However, this lane right here is wide open. He needs to be able to get a body on this guy and just beast right through him to get to that rim. He's got the size and height advantage. He should have been able to do this. This guy needs to go out wider. It's an all-star game, so I'm not going to complain. However, at the same time, for him to be forcing a post-up on a smaller guy where he could have just attacked the rim instead, that just tells me that he's not comfortable going straight at that rim. He would rather be more tactical behind his approach, which is fine, but at the next level, he's going to need to get to that rim. And this is what I mean by having a high release. It's extremely hard to try and block a shot like this. And if we watch the release, he kind of has a thumb flick. That could be the reason why there is not much rotation on that ball. However, there is still some rotation. He might get one full rotation on that shot. He needs to get more backspin. He could take that thumb flick away and it could add a little bit more. However, I do like how he's able to crash the boards. We can see that right here where he's able to go up over top of a back and get that ball. Remember, depending on what league you're in, generally speaking, FIBA rules, you're allowed to do this. Some referees, however, don't like any body contact, but that's just them. I like how he's able to hit these types of shots too. Like, he's given space. Guy's hands are essentially practically down. You need to be able to hit shots like this, and he's able to. He's got that odd shooting form, but at the same time, it works for him, and at least for the most part. Now, here is one of the few times that I actually see him attacking straight to the basket, but he actually doesn't go straight to the basket right away. He kind of curls out first, and then he attacks the rim. To me, he just needs to beast through this guy. This guy's overplaying that side, so by having a player whose shoulders are right here, he should have spun off. He has fewer defenders on this side than he has on this side. So by spinning off this way, he would actually be in a better situation because then he could draw this defender towards him and he could kick it out to a teammate. There's more options by spinning off here than the option that he took, which was to try and beast through that man. He was able to make this shot, but at the same time, it was a difficult shot. His court vision is nice too. So right here, he's attacking the middle of the court, which is very important to be able to do. You need to be able to do that, especially against two guys once you start getting to more of an elite elite level. But once you beat 2 guys, a lot of players, they'll say, oh, well, I beat 2 guys, I can get to the rim myself. Well, what you've done is now you've drawn the attention of multiple defenders, and because of that, you now have teammates who are able to cut backdoor, and if you're able to see those teammates cutting backdoor, you can get yourself some easy assists. You just have to be able to dribble with your head up and look for those backdoor cutters. So what have we learned in today's video? Well, one of the things is if you have a high release, you're going to be extremely hard to block, especially if you're tall. But also being able to attack the man who's guarding you and go straight to the basket instead of curling around, doing a banana cut or a banana drive, whatever you want to call it, where it's an angled drive, you're giving the defender the time to be able to catch up and still cut you off. While instead, if you just attack straight on, it's going to be much easier for you to be able to score. These are things that I would say he needs to develop for the next level, or to do more often at the next level to be even more successful. We all know he's going to be probably a top 3 draft pick. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time.